people, the first episode itself has a very strong emotional connect, is what we felt. And that's why I think we chose female feticide as our first episode. And you'll be happy to know that, in 2011 was when the episode aired. And before that, the census that was carried out had a certain numbers. It was, the national average was 914 girl childs against 1,000 boys born every year. And it was sliding. It was sliding alarmingly. And certain states like Rajasthan and other states, Maharashtra, were very bad. 890, 880, per 1,000 boys. You'll be pleased to know that these two states have revealed their numbers today after 3 years, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. And in both these states, the ratio has gone up by 50 to 60 points. So it's now around 950 to 1,000 boys.
Wow, wow, wow.
And I believe it's a combination of the show, which is reaching out to millions of people and talking to them, emotionally. And it's also the governments, the Rajasthan government and the state government of Maharashtra really acted very, very dynamically. And it's a result of all of this, I think. And people actually reacting to it and deciding that they don't want to do this anymore, a lot of them.
Now, it is illegal in India.
Well, abortion is legal, but sex-selective abortion is illegal. And that itself is strange. I mean, in the US, I don't think there's a law in which you cannot ask your doctor what the sex of the baby is going to be. Because in the US, the doctor doesn't expect you to go and abort the child if it's a girl. So you don't need a law over here which tells you that. So in India, we have a law where you cannot ask the doctor what the sex of the child is. And the doctor is not allowed to tell you. So both the doctor and the parents could be in jail if they ask the question and that question is answered. Now this law is actually, it tells us what we are. This law is needed for us, unfortunately. Otherwise, in other societies, you don't need this as a law.
Usually you celebrate. I have a girl.
Yeah. There's another law we have in India where as a criminal, you can't stand for elections. You need a law for that. I mean, it's sad. What I'm saying is sad. It's like black humor, because if a criminal stands for elections anywhere in the world, he won't get a single vote. But in India, we have to have a law, because as Indians, we've in the past seen that we do end up voting for criminals. So we need to have a law which tells us you can't stand for elections if you're a criminal. So you see, these laws actually tell us also a lot about what we are. Contextualize it for people who live here in the US. I would imagine about 90 to 95% of people in India have either given dowry or taken dowry or both. So when you're communicating to the huge majority of the country and telling them that what they have been indulging in perhaps is not the best thing to do. And most probably the TV that they're watching your show on has also come in dowry. So you have to, which is why it is so important for us to communicate this with love. And we had this discussion very early on with the core team. I said, with what driving emotion are we doing this show? Are we doing this show with anger? Because then our conversation is different. And I'm not doing this with anger. I'm doing this with love, because I really feel that only with love can you actually, affect a person and bring about change. There are so many things that we need to, and we have to look inward, and I'm included in that. I'm not excluded in that. We have to look inward, at ourselves.
But did it make people uncomfortable that you